Hello, everybody. Is this one of them clean ones down?
Yeah.
You know what happens when I go outside?
You can grab one hanging on the back rack when you go outside.
Hello, everybody. And I got my cover all in my shirt. Hello there, Cindy. Hello there, Missy. I was like laying around here like I'm worth $1 million. And just decided I'd go lie. Just like that. Hey, Pamela Vargas. So you glad I'm come on? I'm glad you're glad. I am glad you're glad. I got something to tell y'all. I do got one thing to tell y'all. And I had to tell everybody a little bit later because of people coming in late. Hey there, Nikki, Jeannie, Linda. Uh, Grandma was talking about the manuals burn up. The manuals are still here, y'all. They didn't burn up. They wasn't in the fire. Hello there, Sophie. Nikki Sticks. So yeah, hey y'all, we still got the annuals. There is about 5 annuals. I didn't think, and I heard her talking about that the other day, I didn't think they burn up. I got me some coffee. I ain't done nothing today. You know, like I ain't been outside or nothing. But I have studied, y'all. About probably about, probably about 4 or 5 hours studying. Hey there, Melissa. Tina. Hey, Missy, did I call you out a while ago? Hey, it come up. I don't really know what the river is right now. Only thing I know is it's just too hot to go there, David. You know what I mean? And and hey, I mean, man, it's going on around here. I mean, like Tammy went out a couple of times today. She wasn't feeling good. She did walk outside a couple of times. She didn't stay out there long. She was like resting. And I told her, you know, that I said, you can't go outside when it's 97 degrees and like just stay out there. It will mess you up the next day. Ain't no doubt about it, boy. Like, that used to be a way of life for me, y'all. Like, you know, being, like, get so tired you couldn't hardly put one foot in front of the other. You know, like, couldn't even hardly talk, you know. Hey, you make you feel drunk, you know, being so tired, you know. Hey there, Kathy. Hey, I really ain't got a whole lot to say. Just, I reckon I'll say what I say. I'll let y'all help me out in the chat. Help me out. River was 2 point, yeah. Well, hey, you can run the river at that level, 2.23. You can run it. You can run it wide open. Believe it or not, you can. But that's the way you need to run it, is wide open. There ain't much of the propel in the water, when you're wide open. Hey, Bumpy Noggin. And good to see you too, sweetheart. That's a nice lady there. I always give super chats, y'all. Family vlogs. Hey, I don't even want to get started about that. Because there's a bunch of nice, a bunch of nice. And nobody has to give super chats, y'all. But it does mean something, When you give super chats, it's more than just get money, It makes us realize that you do care, But I'd be on here super chats or not, I hadn't been to the lake, but my brother said it's like, hey there, let's see, let me look at that name. Joanne. Only 6 smokes today. Hey, that's good. If you could do that every day, smoke 6 cigarettes a day, you ain't even got to quit. I guarantee you 6 cigarettes a day ain't going to do nothing to you. Y'all know what I've been studying, y'all. Today, I had something I studied the other day for 3 days, and I got so burnt out I had to just quit, and take a day off from even looking, And but today I've been studying these boat motors. Hey, I'm telling you, there ain't many people that knows how to work on boat motors. Now, they might, a bunch of people tell you they know how. I'm sure if you asked a roofer. I know when I was coming back from my day today, it was raining. Yeah, it was raining. I forgot about that, David. Yeah, it was raining hard, y'all. We don't smoke in the house. But being on the patio under the metal roof, yeah, it is. Uh, yeah, y'all, about the boat motor thing. There's people on YouTube that show you how to do stuff, but they don't even hardly know themselves. It's amateurs doing it. And, I can tell by watching them that I know more about it than what they do. But it's so simple that the text ain't gonna tell you how to do it. But it don't mean you won't get something aggravating them once in a while, or get something that you got 2 things tore up at the same time, I could take a boat motor apart, maybe, but don't ask me. It really ain't too much to it. It really ain't too much to it, but them boat techs, there are none of them on YouTube. None of them. And I ain't been studying on YouTube. Like, I mean, look here, I mean, I've watched some videos, but like, YouTube ain't where I've been studying at. I've been studying on Google Chrome, 'cause, like I say, the people that's actually doing videos on YouTube, I can tell they don't even know as much as I know. Watched a man a while ago. He was going to show you how to fix this problem, and when he got through, he said, well, that didn't fix it. And I said, okay, you know. I seen him again in a few minutes. He was fixing another thing. He was chasing a problem, but he didn't realize he was chasing a problem. Then he fixed something else, and it didn't fix it. So every time he was doing this, he wouldn't show the boat motor running. I told Tim, I said, he didn't get it fixed. I said, he would be showing that. If I worked on the motor and I fixed it, I'd crank it up and let you see it. Let me see what Brett's saying here. Boat mechanics here charge under 60 an hour. See those fancy new boats with all the electronic. I was going to get around to that there, Brett. And I know this ain't just everybody's subject, but I'm just talking. So I talked to Stan last night, I called him up. I heard him talking to me. He said, what did I do? Am I in trouble? And I got on the phone and so William told me once, don't believe what you see and hear on YouTube. I said, oh yeah. So let me tell y'all now. I want you to listen to this. There's a guy over in town. I reckon he went to school for boat motors. But he works at a lawnmower place. He used to work at a boat motor place. He quit or something other. He opened up a shop and it folded. But it ain't because he didn't know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He just, hey, I'll tell you, like what William said, some folks just can't work for themselves. What's he gonna do? Fire yourself for laying out of work? All right, I'm getting to it now. Stan took a boat motor over there, and he told that man, he said, I want you to tell me what's wrong with this motor. Man said, okay. Man checked the motor. You check it with a meter, And I done learned all that stuff. I've been on it. But anyway, that guy told Stan what he needed to put on that motor. What was wrong with it? He checked it with a meter. And so the guy said, you want me to fix it? He said, no. All I wanted you to do was tell me what's wrong with it. He said, how much I owe you? $275. Hey there, Hazel. He charged Stan $275 to tell Stan what was wrong with his motor. And I know how to check that, y'all. And It ain't take that man, it ain't take that man 30 minutes to check that. So see, I've been thinking about this stuff. $275 for him to tell Stan what was wrong. All right now, are you with me? I called up William Hall. I said, William, tell me this. How come you can't get a boat motor worked on in this town? You know, I mean, there's a guy that works at the boat place, and then he's got a shop at home. I said, what the hell is he doing working at the boat place? Why don't he quit? Hey, this stuff's big money, y'all. I said, what's wrong with these people? What? Why come you can't get a boat? You know, like this man I'm talking about. He told William, he bring you a boat. It'll be 3 months before I can get to it. And you know, I mean, that's what me got, what got me all thinking about it, you know. And then I mean, I've had to brush up on some stuff, you know. But I got it, and I won't forget it neither. You know, once, like, hey, I ain't trying to tell you that I am snap my finger smart. It's what I always told Grandma, you know. Hey there, Sabrina. That's what I always told, and Denise, this what I always told Grandma, y'all. I just study. Hell, man, if you don't study, you won't know. Is that how long I done slipped in here? I see her about once every 6 months. Because they hard to work on. There's not a lot of boat motor mechanics. I sure want. See, we had one over here, and he passed away. And man, I mean, I didn't ever bother with, you know, doing, you know, I mean, I would do like some stuff myself, but some stuff I would take it to him, you know, and just let him do it, you know. But he passed away. Maybe business license and insurance is too expensive. Business license ain't too expensive. And I don't know if you gotta have insurance. Hey there, Myrtle. Holy cow, Dick, $275 for 30 minutes. Well, see, I mean, hey, you know, I mean, I know what he done because I know what he said was wrong. And I know how to check what he done. And I know that it didn't take him over 30 minutes. I know it didn't. Because, I mean, I checked Stevens, you know. The same thing. The same thing. The same thing he told Stan was wrong with his motor. I checked it on Stevens. And I said, you go buy this part right here. And he did. He said, well, you reckon that'll fix it? I said, I don't know. We got to have this part. Now, he had another part that he had to buy that was next in line. And then that fixed it. But I mean, man, I know why people take boat motors and just, don't take them to get them fixed. I'm going to look at one tomorrow to buy. This, like it needs work. It's cheap, but I know I can fix it. They probably ain't got no insurance, Sophie, working at their house. Hey, I understand that. They probably ain't got no liability. And I tell y'all, so y'all see what I really got on my mind. That aluminum boat I got out there, that, not the pontoon boat, the other one, the aluminum boat. I give, I think, $1,200 for that boat. $1,200. Long time ago. I bought it brand new. And that company that makes them is still around. And I looked it up, how much that same boat is today. $6,000 for that same identical boat I got out there. That river boat. Not the motor. Just the aluminum boat sitting on the ground. That don't include no trailer. Where me ma at? I ain't seen her in a long time. So I kind of said it at the first of the video, y'all. And I told y'all I'd have to mention it again. Her grandma said the other day that she give us them annuals and they burn up. Them annuals are not burn up. I didn't, when she was talking about it, I didn't think they was. When she said it, but she said it and somebody had to make you second guess yourself. And anyway, I asked Tammy about it. She said, yeah, they in there. Y'all gonna have to help me chat tonight, though. Y'all know how I get out of here and think. If y'all like making me come up with everything. You don't have to have insurance, family. You don't have to have insurance. Them truck drivers, I went and I went and checked on some liability insurance one time because I started cutting trees down, for people. And you got to have it for that. While we was roofing, they'd be people all the time that say, I got a tree I want to cut down. And it's big money, y'all. And I was talking about how much it was, and them truck drivers, like some of them had to pay $50,000 a year for insurance. You did? Hey, I have a 16-foot sea aluminum boat with a 40 outboard I bought 2 years ago, and I haven't put it in the water yet. I'm lazy. I understand, but like I can understand not putting it in the water right now. I don't know about no 2 years now. Hey, I do too. Like catch. I like the rain. I used to love it when I was roofing because I was legally off. You can't do nothing when it's rainy, roofing, and like I would feel guilty if I was messing around when I could have been working. Hey, David, I heard that they was gonna put that thing down there on the carpet mill land, that data center. Yeah, which I took off. I mean, I took off a pretty good bit. Danny, I know a man here in East Dublin that bought a brand new boat 4 years ago and it's never been in the water, just sits under the carpet. I mean, I've seen some people like it before, Dave, but like what I'm going to look at tomorrow is I think it's 150 horse. And the money's right on it, boy. You just got to be able to work on it. I'm a sister. Have you got your heart in the right place? What about it, I'm a sister? You got your heart in the right place? Hey, who is that, Kathy? Danny, the only reason you should feel guilty about not working is in the rain. I didn't hardly have no roof leaks. Oh, I didn't hardly have no roof leaks. Oh, Drummerson. Now, I would, if I had a roof leak, I didn't wait 3 or 4 days or 2 weeks. Hell, man, I'd go fix it. Whenever they call me, I'd go fix it. You know what I mean? That's real bad business. To roof somebody's house and it leaks. And it happens every now and again. Yeah, I did too, Kathy. I seen her somewhere, or somebody told me something or something or other. A sister, you got your heart in the right place. 'Cause the show gonna go on. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. And I mean, I don't care who does what. And I mean, I'm telling you, I don't care. Look here, y'all. If I could be put out of business, hell, I'd be already gone, man. Yeah, I hear you. I think about that sometimes, you know. That bunch of grown people acting like, hey, like stuff. Hey there, David. You know, like stuff, you know, like you would get on to your youngers about, you know. And, hey, I mean, somebody was telling me the other day about a YouTube person now. Somebody that's on YouTube. And I mean, hey, it surprised me. But, the woman told me that this woman on YouTube would change her name and go get on somebody's channel and make comments. You know, in another name. And I mean, I really just I wouldn't have thought this person would have done that. I really would. I mean, the person that she told me about, I wouldn't have thought she'd have done that. You know, make a fake name and go in and to chat on people's channel and say stuff and everything, you know. I ain't never done that, y'all. Which you know, hey, I got enough of names, boy. I mean, I don't want no more names. Because I got about 5 names. And I wish I hadn't never done that. It's hard enough keeping one channel going, you know. And when I started that, I had to drive to do it, you know. But like I lost the drive, you know. Kathy, one of your friends just crawled across my head. Big water bug. Hey, y'all, you know, I kind of miss the late nights, you know. It just messes with you, you know. You're sleeping, you know. But I mean, I kind of miss the late nights. You know, that's when we would like have the best videos, you know. Late night. Danny, we share so many things in common, and that's what has kept me hooked on your channel for so long, and wish we lived closer together too. Sit here and talk about this crazy old world. Hey, I do too. You know, I mean, drummer son, yeah, I mean, I ain't got no running buddies, no more. Like nobody's interested in what I'm doing, never. Not no more. And it used to be now, but I ain't got no running buddies no more, like I got some stuff I gotta build. And I mean, it ain't really a rush. But, I bought a 25 horse motor the other day just for a spare. Yeah, that 28, Jody, that 25 horse I bought, y'all, it'll work on the pontoon boat or the river boat. Like if one of them go down, I got that thing, but I need a stand. I need to build me a little stand. And I mean, all I got to do is buy 4 2x4s. And then, I mean, it's not no rush. It's not, it's not something I got to do today. Tammy talking about, I didn't put my boat under that shelter. I mean, I ain't been outside yet. I mean, it's parked under the shelter right now. I mean, I get around to it when I go out there. I I think I think a lot of people see me wrong. It do appear like that anyway. Like Tammy went out there and put all them trees in the driveway. Not in the front driveway. I had to go all the way around my house to use this other shelter. And I mean, I don't know if y'all ever paid it no attention. But I just happened to have my boat. Hey, one time, she piled the limbs up. I had my boat in there and couldn't get it out. Then her and Bentley burned all that stuff out there, and Steven, I reckon. Yeah, I just needed to set that motor on because that's all it is just a spare motor, and I bought it cheap now. I gave him $200 less. It was already a good deal, and I gave him $200 less for it than what he wanted, and told him it didn't. I said, it don't make no difference to me, but if you want to sell it, I'll buy it, but only at this price. And he couldn't stand it. Boy, he called me back 2 days later. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to lay it on the ground. And like you can make a little motor stand there, like I mean, in just a few minutes. I can make one in a few minutes. I mean, really, about all you're doing is making a sawhorse. It's something like a sawhorse. And if I had a sawhorse, I wouldn't go buy no wood. I would just use that, but I ain't got a sawhorse. But yeah, hey, like Tammy, she melted beside the house the first time she put the fire out there. The porch. And I'm telling you, I'm really scared of fire, y'all. And man, that's been sitting there for the longest time. Stacked up. And then people want to jump on me. And she's out there just piddling. Remember all that cutting and stuff she's doing out there, y'all? She's been doing it for months. I mean, here's what gets me. She's just going outside to do something. She's just piddling. And I do the same thing, except I'm doing something else. They're just going out there piddling. You ever piddled before? I guarantee you, y'all's husband has got out there and piddled a many a day. I guarantee you. And that's what she was doing. And everybody want to jump on me. Hell, if I go out there and do it, what's she gonna do? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? If I go out there and do it, what is she gonna do? Yeah, okay. Hey, Pamela, you didn't mean to do that, did you? Well, I mean, they comments and stuff. Hey, I can't read that fast, y'all. But they comments and stuff slip by me. And man, I can't just sit there and look at chat. And most time, what you need to do, drummer son, you type them big old long sentences. You always type a paragraph. Hey, shorten it up a little bit. I wish my husband would piddle around and finish my craft room. I wish I could quit piddling. Hey, this hot weather slowed me down, boy. But like I done about done everything. I really have done about. I really have about done everything. I would burn stuff a little at a time. No big fire. Yeah. Hey, me too. But like, hey, the kind of the problem with me is, Tina's, the wind's been blowing a pretty good bit. And man, I mean, you don't want to mess around, boy. We done had our house burned up 2 times. I don't even like to talk about it. And then the house insurance we got now is not, it don't pay much because they canceled our insurance. And, we got some kind of insurance that, like, it pays some money, but I mean, it won't replace your stuff. I don't even know what it is. Hey, you still in there, ain't you, drummer son? Did you fix my slip up, Mr. Dan? Hey, you didn't block him, did you? Hey, you didn't block him. You didn't block him. I mean, I don't think you did. Hey, drummer son, you still in there? It didn't show he was blocked when I just looked. Yeah, there he is. Do you remember getting Stephen to grab the electric fence to make sure that it was working? Yeah, I do. I sure do. My buddy called me this morning. So let me tell you. Let me tell you. I got to tell you to tell you. Me and Steve went on ice. This guy had this pontoon boat and motor. And I wanted the motor and Stephen wanted the pontoon boat. And he called me back this morning wanting to buy that pontoon boat back. He's done called me about two or three times about it, wanting to buy that pontoon boat back. I said, no can do. I said, Stephen don't want to sell it. Hey, Josh. Y'all get ready. Josh gonna bring the women in here now. Look out, boy, like we fitting to get overrun in chat, y'all. That's mighty nice of Joshua to bring his girlfriends in here. Mighty nice. But so see, Stephen, that boat, that pontoon boat, I bought a pontoon boat and trailer and motor from that guy. And Stephen gave me half the money. And he took the pontoon boat and the trailer. And I got the motor. That's what's on my pontoon boat out there. And that guy wants he wants it back. I said, thank you, Miss Hazel. Miss Hazel said, please hit the like button. Hazel says, please hit the like button. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button. We ought to have 100 likes, y'all. And I don't know what Stephen's gonna do with that pontoon boat trailer. You know he's gonna fix it up for a houseboat. And he worked on it a couple of days, and then other stuff was tearing up, and he just quit on it. I remember when he done it. He didn't have no choice. Danny, they are just friends I talked to on there. Oh, they just friends? Oh, okay, Josh. Josh said, y'all, they are just friends. And they are girlfriends, but they are not like dating girlfriends. So Josh cleared that up. Hey, they do it, Kathy. They do it on them roofs too. If you have wind damage on your roof or storm damage, If they have to put a roof on there, they'll cancel it. But what they're doing is they got smart. Yeah. They'll go to your house and look at your house. And if you need a roof, they'll cancel on you. They don't care. They don't care how long you've been. I had hail damage on my roof. They canceled it. Hey, they'd do it. I seen them do it, you know. I was in the business, you know. I would help people get their insurance. I was like, I mean, I ain't all for no insurance company. I can tell you that. Y'all know what about the cars, you know? I know y'all heard the video about me and Tammy, and you know I was talking about the cars. I believe Grandma might have had 2 white cars. 2. But we're gonna find out, you know. She'll be talking about that. I had hail damage on a brand new house, and I called them. I had a fight like hell for them to fix it. It was all dented. I bet you won that fight, didn't you, David? Y'all, these people, y'all know what the Facebook marketplace is, don't you? These are the strangest people you have ever seen in your life. They put something on there for sale, and then like you asked them about it, and I mean, they won't even hardly answer you. There's a man that had a boat motor. I seen him a text, you know, said, I would love to look at this. He looked at it and didn't answer. I waited till the next day and I typed in there, are you a scammer? He looked at it, didn't say nothing. The next day, he said, it's still for sale. And hey, Danny, you taught me how to hook a gas generator into my service panel, and I did. And understood the dangers of doing it. I still have it hooked up today. Thank you, brother. Hey, it ain't dangerous, drummer son. It ain't dangerous to do that. And another guy today, the motor I'm going to look at tomorrow, he told me where the boat was, but it ain't at his house. Now, he didn't know me, but I knew him. I knew his family. I knew his granddaddy and his great granddaddy and his son, but I didn't know him. And I, you know, like asked him about the motor and all that. Hey, I might be found it, Kathy. Yeah, that's right. I ain't even thought about it. I might be found it. And I asked him for his phone number, and he quit chatting. You know, how in the hell am I going to go meet him? You know what I'm talking about? How am I going to meet him, go meet him over there where the boat is without his phone number? And this same guy, I am going to look at the motor tomorrow, but this same guy, you know how we type in caps, y'all? He asked me why I was typing in caps. I said, I typed in there, why do you care? Hey, I got my I got my eye on you. Let's see what you just typed. Go ahead and just block them. Go ahead and just block them. They know what they's doing. Yeah, they know what they's doing. So, this guy, he's pretty young. But like, you know, I mean, he's got a wife or a girlfriend or something, though, you know. Uh, I called up his granddaddy. I said, I want to talk to this guy about the murder. I said, he quit chatting. And me and the granddaddy, you know, we went to school together. We are granddaddies now, you know. We went to school together. We talked about a bunch of stuff. I ain't talked to him in a long time. Hey, David, you know Dawson Lamp? And he called his grandson and said, call the man. You know, like on the Andy Griffith, call the man. And he did. I mean, like, man, like, I'm sitting there like thinking, like, what? Man, is the whole world going crazy? Hey, Peter. Like, hey, y'all, I mean, I ain't lying. Like, has the whole world gone crazy? You know, if I put some on sale, if I put some on the marketplace for sale, and you said I want to come look at it, and you told me to give you my number, I'd give you my phone. What am I going to do with this phone number? You know? Hey, tell me, y'all, how am I going? What am I going to do with this phone number? Hey, if you want somebody's phone number, all you got to do is just dial something. Somebody answer somewhere. You can just dial random numbers if you want to. If you just want somebody's number. I mean, hell, and they got a business over in town and everything. I sat there and told him I knew his granddaddy and his daddy and his great granddaddy. What's your number? He quit typing. Maybe he don't want no phone calls. he must not. He must not, Glenda. hey, I was asking the boy the other day, that I bought the motor from. I said, man, what's wrong with these people on the marketplace? And I asked William the same thing. Like, hey, boy, they lost their mind. They're crazy, boy. Danny, people this day and time have lost their mind. Hey, boy, I'm telling you, boy. This is about all I done. Ricky Kane, have you got your heart in the right place? Each hour time. Ricky Kane, answer this question. Have you got your heart in the right place? I don't want nobody in here that ain't got their heart in the right place. All you gotta do is say, yeah, I got my heart in the right place. I may be wrong, but I think phones are meant for phone calls, yeah. And the thing about the motors is really a good deal. How come Danny is not going horizontal versus this? Hey, I just made a mistake. I do that every now and then. And it's not a big deal for what I'm doing. It's not a big deal. It's in my chest, so probably. All right. All right, Ricky King. He said he's got his heart in the right place, y'all. Here's the deal, Rick. We had some hoodlums come on here every now and then and get in chat, some hoodlums. And Pamela, what you doing? Pamela, don't get too frog happy there. He didn't say nothing. He just said it was in his chest. If he'd have been one of them people, he'd have said something just then. The easiest to the. Yeah, that's right. But hey, y'all, the honest truth is everybody's so broke around here. I heard William talking about it a bunch. Because William, he goes to them auctions and stuff. William goes to auctions. And then he's buying and selling stuff and everything. I don't go to auctions, y'all. Shit. You know what I mean? We, we run out of money every month, you know? About the last week of the month, we eating sandwiches. But yeah, hey, it's pretty bad, y'all. They got an automatic message on there that says, let's see what it is on Facebook. I think it's something like, do you still have this item? They say, don't ask me if I still have this item because I'm not going to answer. So, okay. of all this. I was gonna show y'all the motor, y'all. Let me pull it up here. That's if I can remember how to do it. Let me see if I remember how to do it, y'all. I'm working on it. I ain't sure if I remember how to do it. So you say that I'm not giving a bunch of money. You know, I can't. I don't want to give a bunch of money. You know. There it is. See, they ain't even clean it up or nothing. Hey there, Jane. Hey, the thing about it, you know, you can see when they look at it. You can see when they look at it, a drummer, and and I, you know what I mean. They look at it like, how long does it take? They the ones putting it on there for sale. I was trying to say that's funny because my mom and I got scammed out of rent house today. Hey, that don't surprise me none. There's, there's always somebody to try to beat you, you know. I saw that motor on the marketplace. Yeah, it's right over in east of them. I'm going to look at it in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to get it, you know. But the money's right on it, you know. That motor's, if you bought a motor, brand new, like $20,000. Yeah, that motor's about 400 pounds. But I might stick it on that pontoon boat, you know. But like, hey boy, like you can take that thing and hey, you can sell it, y'all. You know what I mean? It's a win-win. Whether you keep it or sell it, you know, it's a win-win. Hey Michelle, Tammy going to bed. She was dragging a little bit from yesterday. And she, you know, she didn't do that much yesterday, but like, she was out there a long time, you know. I mean, you don't have to do much, you know. Does it have power trim? It does. It does, drummer son. If it didn't have power trim, I wouldn't even never ask him about it. I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? I didn't know. No. But see, you can't pick that motor up, you know. If it gets hung on a rock pile or something in the river, you can't reach for and pull that motor up with your hand. It has to have power trim. You can believe I check it out, you know. You can believe that. Hey, it's like this right here, y'all. If I agree to buy that motor, that guy just made a bad deal. If I agree to buy it, I take my compression gauge with me and do a compression test on it. Make sure the the pistons is good in it. But he's done told me what the compression was, and I believe him. I do believe him. But I'm still gonna check it anyway. And if he don't like it, I won't buy it. That's the deal, you know. If somebody like says no, I don't want you to do a compression test on it, you don't buy it. Oh, let me tell you, if a boat motor's got compression, it can be fixed. But if it ain't got compression, or just one of the cylinders ain't got compression, it ain't no good. I might be doing some boat motor videos, y'all. But I ain't gonna tell all the little secrets. And I promise you, boy, like I know my stuff, son. I know my stuff now. I ain't even got to study no more. I know this guy, y'all. We was talking about this the other day. We was in the woods. We used to go wild hog hunt a lot. A lot. Every once in a while, you would get a little baby pig. It might not even weigh a pound. And this guy got him. My brothers got him before. I ain't never got none. But my brothers got some before. This guy got this little old baby wild hog and fed him from a bottle. And he didn't have, it's like that little goat that Stevens got, And that little old pig got bigger and bigger and bigger until he was big. He's still running around the neighborhood, jumping on dogs, running after youngins. Like the woman down the road, she no longer with us. She said, my dog was laying down out there. She said, that wild hog just come up there and jumped on him while he was laying down. I said, he did. So, the hog, he was a wild hog, y'all. And when he got older, he turned back into a wild hog. And they eventually had to put him in a pen. And then you know what? They ate him. And I mean, I'm telling you, didn't think nothing about it. I mean, he's talking about how good it was and all that, you know. Hey, not me, y'all. I mean, hey, I mean, I guarantee you I'd have loaded him up on a trailer. I know I would have. I would have loaded him up on a trailer and took him back to the woods. Down at the paper mill, you know where I go down there, you know. No, I rather just eat my stuff at the grocery store. You raise, hey, Pamela Vargas, she's done everything. Kate says she knows a pig farmer that wrestles wild hogs. Hey, thank you, Time. Happy belated birthday. Blessings and send y'all a Facebook Messenger praise report. That prayer been answered. Yes and amen every day since. Hey, thank you, Time. Thank you, buddy. I just found out the other day that you could like this, these things here, these super chats. I'm glad you're doing good there, Time. Hey, y'all. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's gonna be a long August, y'all. Hey, that's right, Peter. Amen for the praise report. That should have been my line, Peter. Yeah, that's right, y'all. Amen for the praise report. Tower Time's one of my old viewers, y'all. Danny, I sure hope not. Hey, boy, like August is the worst. And then hey, y'all, Steven's busy, boy. Busy and aggravated. I called him up today trying to talk to him a minute about something I was wanting to talk to him about. He said, I gotta go, I'll call you back. said, okay. Uh, I've been standing over here holding the phone, waiting for him to call me back. After about 4 hours of me standing there holding the telephone, I finally decided maybe he wasn't going to call me back. And he ain't. But he's busy, boy. Like, hey, I'd go crazy. And hey, y'all, he ain't messing around. He is that busy. He ain't. He ain't sitting around not doing nothing. So I heard Tammy say that y'all probably know about this, but they, they fit to start back to school, y'all. I didn't know they started back to school in August. I'm talking about I reckon they done lost their mind. Danny don't wait. Just try. He wasn't home. Say they always. I mean, I thought that school was out during August. Hey, Donald Trump, y'all, he's wanting to fix it where it's, this time right here all the time, whatever it is. It might be daylight savings, but he's wanting to fix it like where it's always like that. I know that when I used to work at the market, y'all, be dark when I got off work every day. Every day. For the longest, it would be dark. But we would close at 6 o'clock. Danny, when you talk to him, say, next time you didn't call me back. Hey, yeah, I actually get aggravated uh, about that sometimes because he's never always like that. I mean, he's always got something where he's got to go. What's so damn? I mean, I didn't even get to tell you what I was going to tell you. You don't just call somebody up and say, "Can I borrow $100?" You like ease into it, like talking about, "Hey, how you been doing?" You know what I'm talking about? Dang, boy, 111. There ain't no telling what it was here yesterday. School football teams are already holding. Are they? This is something that I've always remembered, y'all. July and August is rough. And then September comes and you start having cool mornings. And still wind up getting hot in the afternoon. I mean, I know hunt. And then when October comes, you be out there at a football game, sitting on that cold bench. Take a towel with you and set it on the cold concrete. Yeah, if I needed to tell him something, I would. I don't even remember what I called him for. But when I I don't I don't call him up and say what you doing, you know. When I call him, I'm actually, got something to say, And then I'm around him, and I hear how he is when people call him. And what he don't stop what he's doing to talk. I said, boy, whenever I call you, I said, when I call you on the phone, I ain't calling you up just to talk. He said, well, what is it? I say, I want to borrow $100. Been a little cooler in the mornings here. Hey, David was right, boy. Like it rained like a son of a gun here, boy. I bet it rained enough to make the river come up. And I mean, you can go to the river in the morning, y'all, and mess around, to 12 or 1 o'clock. Then you need to get out, But like this staying up at night, it messes with you in the morning. But we love staying up at night, don't we? We love it. We must do. We must do. I watched that preacher. He doing a video today. He does a video every Friday. Let's see, the day's the day's Saturday though. But I don't know why, but he didn't come out with his video till today. And man, he caught 5 or 6 big catfish. That's that's the fish catching this joker I ever seen, boy. Yeah, I just can't hardly get going in the morning time. Oh yeah, 20 miles an hour. Hey, it was raining hard here too, dude. So y'all, I don't know. I told y'all a while back I was searching. Hey, I might, start messing with these motors, y'all. I might. We need rain here so many ponds have dried up last time. It was, yeah. I see that catch is pretty popular there now. Yeah, I might do that, but like, you can't. We got rid of seven, so, and I mean, this is what I'm telling y'all. Like, William does that, and like, you can't hardly sell something in Dublin. You can give something away, but you can't hardly sell it. I was talking to the man down there at the bar one day. He owned the bar then. Ashley, David. I was talking to Ashley, and he got him a big old barbecue pit and put out there. And he's going to cook barbecue and have barbecue for his customers. He said, they wouldn't buy it. He said that if you give it to them, they would all eat. And he wound up having to do that. And I mean, y'all Dublin, I don't know about everywhere else, but like, it seems like to me that people are just broke. William said they are. Because he was telling me something about them selling a stove. A good stove. Had to sell it for $100. A good one. We had a stove one time, y'all. First got married. They didn't but one burner work on it. But we knew about always cooked in a electric frying pan. Anyway, y'all ever doing that? Cooking electric frying pan? Hey, that's what Ashley said. He said you couldn't sell that barbecue. I mean, he quit doing it. Yeah. I mean, Tammy just uses a stove now, but well, for years and years. She cook in an electric frying pan, but we would cook like one thing, y'all. We wouldn't have this, and this. We just cook a pot of spaghetti, a pot of chili, you know, uh, chicken and dumplings. I mean, we just didn't have the money, to go way out cooking. And and hey, I still don't. Hey, you can go to that grocery store, boy, and you just go to putting everything in there in your cart. Anything hey, you do that at Walmart. Anything that you know you're gonna use, go ahead and just put it in your buggy. I went there one time gonna show Tim how to buy groceries. I got up there at the counter and I think it was $600. I believe it was $600. And hey, I didn't, I was roofing then. I didn't never change my, you know, my expression when she said $600. But I think Tammy was right about that. You go to that grocery store and you spend any amount you want to spend, boy. I still cook in a giant electric frying pan. Yeah, I hear you. I believe I believe Tammy's right about me though, y'all. You know, I mean, I'm behind on the times. And I mean, I'm just behind on the times, you know. You remember that? You know that place that's got the $15 barbecue sandwiches. Well, he was trying to think of something to eat. I said, go ahead and get us a barbecue sandwich. I said, but just get me one instead of two. Just get me one. That's what I ate. But I mean, they give you French fries though, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought too. And when I asked Tammy stuff like this all the time, Kathy. I said, was there many people up there? She said it was crowded. And when she first went up there, you know, I said, go up there and get us, you know, I don't remember y'all, you know, a pound or 2 pounds of barbecue. And she went up there, you know, 'cause there's another place you can go to in Dublin. You can buy like a big old cup, a big cup of barbecue. And uh, they told them they didn't sell it like that. All you can get was a barbecue sandwich. Yeah, I think it's a court, Kathy. So there's a place in Dublin called Southern Heritage. I think they was drunk whenever they named it Southern Heritage. But they sell barbecue and you can go up there and get a quart. Or you can go up there and get a half chicken. I bet you David knows about it. But I mean, this place over there in East Dublin, they wouldn't, you know, they said all they sold is, uh, you know, sandwiches. But it's pretty good now. But man, that $15, boy. $15 for a barbecue sandwich and some French fries. And that don't include nothing to drink. When the kids were around, I used my big pot and yeah, yeah, I hear you there. It it took me the longest time to get Tammy uh where she don't cook a lot. Oh, you know what a family pack of cube steak is? She'll cook all of it. I said, man, just cook about 4 pieces and put the other back in the freezer, you know. We need to make friends with the pig farmer. Yeah, got that right. I've been gonna tell Tammy to. I want her to get us a Boston butt and like let's cook it. I used to have this electric grill, y'all, and I buy whole shoulder. Like it's got the Boston butt on one end, and it's the leg. I buy the whole shoulder and lay it on that grill and turn it down real low, and that thing will cook for hours, all day long. Wrap it up in tin for a little while, and then, like when it gets a certain amount of hours, take it out of that tin foil and let it brown. Man, hey, I used to do that all the time, when the kids was here. And, you know, like, man, there ain't nothing wrong with light bread and barbecue. I mean, I really don't even care about barbecue sauce that much. You just put mayonnaise on it for me. I mean, I don't have to have barbecue sauce. By no means. They got some pretty good ribs at, I think it's Longhorns, y'all. I told Tim we was down there camping, I said, shoot up there and get us a plate. Get me some ribs and tell them don't put no barbecue sauce on. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I ain't real crazy, about like heavy duty barbecue sauce. I mean, I don't mind a little bit being on there. I don't think I done it for that long there, Brumerson. But it would cook a long time though. And you didn't even have to go out there and check it. It had a little dial on the cord, where you could like put it at 200 degrees or something like that. I don't even remember how I used to do it, y'all. But I know I would turn it down, and you ain't got to go out there and keep messing with it. And I finally burnt the thing up, the cord. And I bought another, and it burned up too, and that's the end of that. That's when them youngins was here at home, Tammy working. I stopped by the grocery store every day on the way home. And, half the roofing crew come home with me. Hey, they play that Nintendo, boy, that be taking turns playing Nintendo, arguing about it. Whenever fell off the cliff, that's let somebody else try it. I never got into that stuff, y'all. I didn't ever care. I ain't somebody that sits around playing Nintendo or none of that none of that stuff. Hey, there's some folks that's all they do. So I cut up potatoes and carrots and onions in a pot, roast, Lipton onion soup. That sounds good right there, Tina. That do sound like a winner there. Well, I know I told y'all. Tammy went in a store that like just sold meat. They had a roast in there for $100. And that place has been around a long time, too. I mean, that store. That market, it's been around a long time. A long time. I mean, it was open back whenever I was cutting meat, and that was when I was like in my late teens. I, it was a roast. And Tammy told me, Tammy was going to go in there and film it. And man wouldn't let her film. Then that grocery store here in East Dublin has some good barbecue sandwiches. Uh, you know what? I mean, I think Tammy's got some from up there before. I had, I've had chicken in the crock pot since 9 yesterday morning. I think it's done. I hear you. So Tammy's got me eating sandwiches uh during the day, y'all, and then her and Dina, they went to a gospel sing tonight. She called me up, she said, on the way home, she called me up, she said, you think you mind eating McDonald's tonight? I said, no. I said, I don't mind it. I do mind it. Cause I mean, that stuff just ain't good no more, boy. I used to like McDonald's, boy. But I mean, it just ain't good no more. It don't hardly seem like, it don't really hardly seem like hardly nothing's good to me no more. I've been wanting to make some cube pork. Hey, we get some of that every now and then. Yeah. Uh, hey, I mean, I don't like Burger King like I used to. Food is different now. It sure seems like a catch. I mean, it really does seem like it. McDonald's is a good, neither is Burger King. Hey, I mean, I can eat it. And I mean, I used to like the Dairy Queen. I mean, I've changed, or something's changed. I really believe that's what I don't like to eat anymore. I can't stand the way meat tastes. Whopper is my favorite. Yeah, Tammy cooked some salmon the other night. She got over there and started cooking. She said, "Oh, I forgot to film it." She said, "I'll do it again." Because somebody's wanting to see how she cooked it, you know. Stuff used to like, hey, that's the way I done got, you know what I mean? Food has changed. Meat does not taste the same. It seemed like that to me too, Brett. I mean, really, boy, I mean, like, man, I know steak ain't as good as it used to be. And them steaks that Steven cooks, y'all, they good. But it still ain't, you know, it still ain't like a grilled steak. And, you know, my daddy, he worked at that market, y'all. And he would bring steak home, like, like a steak that was discounted, you know. You know, if it sits in the case for 3 or 4 days, it'll turn dark. And he would put a discount on it. And, I mean, we didn't never have to throw none away. And, but I mean, he'd bring that home. And we had a freezer there at the market. And he didn't let no meat stay out there in the case long. He'd put it in that freezer. And some man somewhere always would come along and just buy like $200 worth out of that freezer. I mean, always. Somebody'd come and buy that. And I like a dark steak. Yeah. I used to cut meat at this steakhouse for a little while. And them big old sinks, them big old stainless steel sinks. I'd put all them steaks in there, like 40 or 50, you know, for that night. And they was this gallon of stuff, and you pour it in there, and it'll turn them steaks brown. And that's what it done, Brad. And it's a famous chain restaurant. And man, it turned them steaks brown in just a few minutes. So they had a list. They had a list of how many steaks to always have on hand. So like, say I'm supposed to have 50 ribeye steaks. You go in there and get the tote out, and you count how many steaks uh, that you sold. And you would cut that amount, you know. And like different days, was different amounts. And hey, I done that a little while. I, it wasn't the amount of money that I was used to making. But hey, I mean, it was all right for a little while. It is. I made more money, out in them other places, and I was the top paid one there, y'all. I was ever, like you had to be trained on how to do that. And then, like, I walked in there, I already knew how to do it. make up, I'd make up them shish kebabs too, Danny, you had to count the steaks each day. That's right. Yeah, hey, that's what I do when I get there. Go in the cooler and see how many we needed, to for that day. And then I would cut that many. They had some scales there. Like that steak is supposed to weigh a certain amount. Like how you go to they say you want a 8 ounce or 16 ounce and stuff like that. They had some scales there. Man said, weigh every steak. I said, all right. As soon as he walked off, I ain't weighed nothing. But I knew I was used to doing it. I knew how to I knew how to cut them steaks. Well, little Miss Tammy, she was dragging the day, y'all. Just from being outside. I mean, when Stan was over here doing all that stuff, y'all, and I mean, her and Steve was out there shooting a bull. And but like that heat to take it out of. You get depressed, David. Hey, I don't. Hey, y'all, I don't suffer depression, but I know a lot of women do. Hey, Tammy might be down 2 days or something other, and she'll be all right. Hey, you got me there about a pack peak roast, but like some people call a ribeye steak a Delmonico, and let me tell y'all something. As you are cutting Delmonicos, they turn into New York strips. Did y'all know that? So you get so far, you cut so far on the ribeye steaks, then they turn into looking a little different. They turn into what you call New York strips. I don't miss that cutting meat, y'all. I don't miss that. Man, I stand there like all day long, man. I never did cut myself. And everybody that does it like got a finger missing or something other. I hear you there, Kathy. Yeah, you might better. Hey, it might be about done. You might better check it, Kathy. My heater is white, Michelle. Danny, you probably heard of it called a heel roast. Used to tie up, yeah. They got, it's all the same thing. The cow's the same here as it is in New York. But people call it different things. It's the same everywhere. Hey, it probably is, Debbie. Hey, Tammy, I get down a little bit every once in a while. She'll like, go a day or two sometimes without not talking that much. But I'm always paying attention. If she gets quiet, I'm paying attention. But what she does a lot, she listens to that TV, but she's playing that game on, like she got where she does that a pretty good bit, plays games on her phone. Tammy has a lot of energy, y'all. A lot more than me. Hey, boy, she'll get out of that recliner, man, 50 times a day. And you see her walk that way, and then she'll come walking back by us, and I'll be talking to her. I can't hear you. I'm putting clothes in the dryer. I said, well, like, why don't you stand still a minute? You play games on your phone all the time. She does too. But she like listens to that TV. I can do something and listen to that TV, but I have to make an effort to listen to both at the same time. A woman don't. A woman don't have to. I used to tell y'all, uh, you know, that woman can be talking and everything and know what them youngins in the bedroom are doing, and saying. Like, I mean, that's near about unheard of. But I mean, they can do it because, I mean, I seen it. I seen it, boy. And I've had them to tell me they could do that. Hazel, you leaving too? Do we need to get out of here, y'all? I like shooting pool, but not video games. I actually can shoot pool pretty good, but I don't care nothing about it. And we used to go shoot pool with some friends we had sometimes, but I just go. I would just go because I would just do whatever that man wanted to do. He always like he always had something planned, and I would just always do what he wanted to do. Hey Josh, you like them heaters and fans, don't you? I do too. She's still listening to our time. She's still listening. Hey, a lot of people that watch me just, hey, they lay down in the bed and let the phone, like just listen, laying there. Hey, y'all, and I mean, I think we about need to get out of here, y'all. I do want I appreciate that super chat. And I appreciate y'all coming in here, y'all. I went and got me a shower and everything. Come in here and said, I think I'll go live. Hey, thank you for your time, Michelle. Good night, Danny and Chat. Thank you, Jody. Good night to you. Joshua, good night to you. Debbie O'Neill, I hope you get feeling better. Tina, well, I appreciate you too, girl. Michelle, Tower Time, thank you for coming in. Pretty Woman, Pamela Vargas, thank you for coming in. Hey, thank y'all for everything. Y'all think really, it means a lot to get on here. And, you know, I mean, people come in and everything, and we all have a good time. And even though I didn't have that much to say tonight, we made it, you know. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for everything. That's it, y'all. Thank y'all for everything. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.